As a company, our IT spend is huge. We need to do something to reduce our IT spend. What are your plans?
As you know, we have adopted automation now. So we don't need to keep so many people. We will fire most of them. It will save us money.
World is changing.
World is getting automated.
People are losing jobs to robots like you.
Robots help humanity by eliminating errors from actions.
But a robot can do much more work and that causes job loss.
It is inevitable. Robots eventually will take over the world.
Then how do we survive? Robots can do repetitive jobs better, but humans are still better at innovating. But how is that useful in protecting jobs from robots? We are far from having robots that can innovate by themselves at solving random problems at work. But they are good at some mundane tasks, and we still need engineers to control them. So we may lose those mundane jobs, but we are still needed for controlling robots.
Exactly. That is the case. We write these programs to control robots. And writing these programs is where humans are still very much required. Robots control all machines like our servers, networks, etc. today. But they do only what we tell them to do.
How do you control these robots, and why do they listen to you?
The robots in IT industry follow 3 rules of robotics. Desired state configuration management, infrastructure as policy, and continuous delivery model. They are bound by these rules, and they are bound to do things only the way we desire them to do.
What are these? What is desired state configuration management?
Robots cannot do anything on their own. We write down what we want them to configure. They read our desire and then do exactly that.
Okay. That's good to know. And what is infrastructure as policy?
We define policies which are rules for managing our infrastructure such as servers or containers. Robots do their work only within the boundary of these rules.
Great! So there's quite a lot of control on robots. What is continuous delivery then?
Continuous delivery is a chain of activities as a workflow that robots need to perform. They cannot do any task beyond the activities specified in this workflow.
So that means while we are losing some jobs to automation, there is a lot of demand for human skills to control these automations too. Exactly. And you know what these new jobs are called? Yeah, what do I need to learn to become an engineer who can control such robots? In IT industry, we call this as DevOps. You need to learn DevOps. More importantly, you need to learn from a place where they cover all aspects of DevOps. What all should be covered in the course? You need to learn Puppet and Chef for agent-based configuration automation. You also need to learn Ansible for agentless automation. You then need to learn virtualization automation using Vagrant and cloud automation using Terraform. Also, containerization is a big thing nowadays, so you need to learn Docker and Kubernetes.
And for understanding continuous delivery, you need to learn a lot of stuff. You have to learn Git commands, GitHub, GitLab for private cloud deployments. You need to learn Jenkins and build tools like Maven. You have to understand testing process through SonarQube code testing and Selenium application testing. You have to understand middlewares like Tomcat and how to deploy enterprise applications on middleware by scripting API. And you need to also understand how continuous delivery brings all other DevOps technologies together. Finally, you need to cover the monitoring as a policy code using tools like Nagios.
Also, don't forget cloud. Nowadays everything is done on cloud. AWS is the biggest cloud company and they have their own DevOps services. Learning AWS DevOps has a lot of benefits and carries great value in your resume. Also, AWS DevOps is one of the most popular certifications in the market. So learn about code commit, code build, code pipeline, code deploy, EKS, ECS, Fargate, OpsWorks, CloudFormation, etc.
Also, you need to learn Linux and shell scripting. Learning a bit of Python and Ruby will also help.
Do you know any such training institution?
Well, you don't need to look around much. Just go to DevOpsVideo.com.
Here it is, DevOpsVideo.com. Wow, I can see why she recommended. The offers are great. I feel I have found it. DevOpsVideo.com is really good. Well, you should visit them too. And I have a special deal for you if you are still here. Use the coupon code BIGDEAL at the time of checkout to get a 10% discount on cart value. Have a good day ahead.